So the other day we had a storm come through, and we've had several storms since we've been here and no issues whatsoever, but this particular day we had a storm that came through and it took the greenhouse out. Now, granted, it is my fault. I didn't have it on any kind of skids or anything, and you guys know we had to get out in a hurry at our other place, and so the greenhouses kind of got put on the back burner with everything else that's going on, like building animal paddocks and having water put in and electricity and getting the camper set up and the tiny house set up and finding a contractor for the new house and then all the subcontractors. And so yeah, the greenhouse kind of got put on the back burner, and so therefore my mistake, it didn't withstand the winds. Now the one we do have on skids, which we do have another one, this one right here, no problem, it withstood it. So it's my fault. It's all my fault. Y'all say it's gone? I say it's gone. It didn't withstand that wind, did it? It did not withstand the wind the other day, and it was my fault. Just well, it's nobody's fault. I mean, when we were moving, we were going as fast as we could to get things here, and we just didn't think anything about staking it down. And what do they say? There's no sense of crying over spilt milk. But we are going to build a storm shelter for ourselves. Yes. We just don't have anywhere to put it right now. As soon as the slab gets put in our house, that's our next step. It is. And we talked to the gentleman that was going to build it for us, and he said, you don't want to build the safe room that you were initially talking about right now. He said the price of metal has gone sky high. Yeah, he told me the 4x8 sheet of steel that he would have used, this time last year was $90, and now it's $600. He said that it just would not be financially feasible to do it. So we're going to do what's in our best interest. As soon as we have a slab, if we need to go buy one of these pre-manufactured bolt down systems, that's what we're going to do, because we know that we need a shelter for our family. Yeah. Yep. And, and sooner than later. Yeah, sooner than later. As soon as we have a slab poured, that'll be our first thing on our agenda. So we'll be prepared for bad. All right, while we're over here and we're talking about our destroyed greenhouse, hey, the worm bin's still here. It didn't get destroyed. The worm bin. This is one thing that so many people have been asking about, and I guess they may have missed it because we didn't do like a whole video of us moving it, but we had like one little probably 10-second video clip of us unloading it off the trailer with the tractor. But the worm bin did make it to the 40. That's right. And for those that don't know, this is our worm bin, and it was given to us by a fan of ours. Right. And typically it is elevated, and we got a screen down here, and when it rains, we get compost tea out of it. Worm compost tea. Yeah. But I don't drink it. Yeah. Do you, MaryCarl? MaryCarl drinks it all. We don't ever get a chance to. We don't ever get a chance to drink it. But we have a little compost bucket set up in the inside of the camper, just like we did at our old farm, and we collect all of our leftover coffee grounds, our leftover peelings from fruit, vegetables, all sorts of things that can compost into goodness. Right. And to be honest with everybody, this really is the unforgotten animal here on the farm. Even us, even when we were moving, it kind of got, I say neglected. Obviously it didn't, because we were so busy and moving, and we got it over here and getting things set up that y'all came out here like weeks after we had moved it and looked, and it was slap full of worms. Yeah, MaryCarl pulled the soil back a little bit, and those little boogers were wiggling everywhere. It was babies, wasn't it, MaryCarl? Yeah.
So that tells me that they're reproducing down in here. Their mom and daddy's got to be alive deep down in the soil, and they are just thriving.
And you said that there's a pineapple growing in there from little cog.
Yeah, there's a pineapple that's kind of taking root. What is that, a rutabaga?
That's a rutabaga over there.
The rutabaga is root in bacon. And we just, add the compost to it for food for the worms.
Yeah.
And it just makes them thrive and reproduce. And
right.
I think we should elevate it again like we had it on Little Cog.
I think so too.
And put our bucket back under here so we can get all that wonderful.
Also, I think we'll probably do that pretty soon when we get that gate put in. That's something we probably need to do pretty quick.
Right.
So we can get the tractor in here without going through this gate here with the boys.
Moody must not realize we're over here.
Where is he? I think he just ate. And no, he's still over there.
There's no way Moody can hide.
No, he can't. Well, he's yeah, he'd lose a hide and go seek battle, wouldn't he?
He would.
Oh, man.
He might tell Joe to go hide for me because people might think you're him.
Oh, Moody said you'd have to count to 5,000 before he could get hidden good.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move some dirt around.
Move some around. I want to see what we got in here.
MaryCarl, would you like to move the dirt around?
We got that red shovel there. You reckon?
Well, she doesn't want to injure anyone.
Okay. It is a kind of a cool morning, so they may have gone a little deep.
Yeah, they may have.
You see some?
I saw one.
You saw one? But I remember not the other day, but when y'all came by here and looked, and
we were so excited.
y'all were squealing. It sounded like Peaches was over here. We got worms. We still got worms.
We know there's worms in here because
You see them?
That went away.
Yeah, they go down fast.
They do, especially when it's cold.
What we found is like they'll come up and they'll stick their heads up and then they'll eat like whatever they're liking. Say for instance, it's this apple, and then you can just move that apple over a little bit and you'll just see like 30 heads sticking up and they'll go down real fast.
And we use the coffee filters that are not dyed; they're natural.
Yeah, they're organic, like.
So that way they can decompose. I don't know if they decompose any faster, but they don't have anything in there that would harm the worms.
Right.
And therefore we can just put the filter and all in here.
Yep.
But they're definitely alive.
And speaking of coffee grounds, a lot of times your coffee houses will give you those coffee grounds. We used to do it at our local coffee shop where we used to live, and even Starbucks is known to do it.
Yeah.
But it's usually a first come first served basis. Right.
So if you have a local coffee shop, you may get a chance to get there, because a lot of times the Starbucks, it's been talked about. People realize that Starbucks give it away, but your local ones they may not be so familiar with.
Yeah, there may not be anybody going and getting it.
That's right. So coffee grounds are excellent for compost.
They do. They make great compost, and it breaks down really fast.
It does.
And that's something that all of us here drink. You know, most people drink coffee, and even tea bags here in the South.
That's right.
We drink a lot of sweet tea here. That's a staple here in our area. And so we put tea bags in there too. But here recently, where we're on a camper, we haven't been drinking that much sweet tea or making it either. So it
We'll get back on that.
We'll get back on that.
You don't realize how many things that you use on a daily basis that you throw in your garbage that can be composted.
Well, one thing that I had found out many years ago was dryer lint.
Yes, dryer lint makes an excellent compost.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of it.
You do, more than you think.
You just grab it every time you change it, but if you put that in your compost bin before you know it, it's going to add up. So, you see a lot of peach seeds in here. That was from Little Cog. We would throw our, peach leftovers, and there was a little bit of goodness around that seed, but now maybe we'll have some peach trees that can maintain themselves.
Maybe so. And plus, we are in we are in the slap middle of peach country where we are now. And I ain't talking about a pig.
Yeah.
We are in Chilton County, which is peach country in Alabama. And we are surrounded by peach farms.
They even have a water tower at one of the exits that instead of, being the regular old ugly water tower, it's in the shape of a big giant peach.
A big giant peach, and there's Miss Peach
pageants,
and
everything.
Peach Park.
MaryCarl, what did we see yesterday? I told you it was a truck in front of me, Peach Plumbing or something like that. It was some kind of company that everything's peaches.
That was one question that we had with our fruit trees is why didn't we get a peach tree? I can't believe we did not get a peach tree. And there was really two reasons. One, we're dead center peach country. I mean, we are surrounded by peach trees, and there's honor system peach stands
literally
all over. I mean, we can walk to go get a fresh basket of peaches.
Right.
Number two, according to Jason at Petals, peach trees are high maintenance, and that he didn't want to give me a bunch of high maintenance stuff. He wanted me to get, some experience growing these fruit trees before he gave me something that was going to need a little bit more work.
I think his example was, let's get your feet wet before we go swimming.
That's right. That is exactly right. So, I'm going to grab my hand down in there. I'm curious about these worms.
All right, you want me to hold the camera?
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. There they are. Oh, wow.
Let me see if I can show it to everybody.
Look, that pile right there is literally moving. Jason,
yeah, it is.
Look at it, MaryCarl.
Were they eating something?
I don't know.
They're just really
everywhere.
moist there.
I mean, they are everywhere.
They are.
Well, we didn't see that many when we moved, but that made me really excited.
Look at them. Show it to the camera. Look at all of them. There's bunches of them. Look at that. That's what we want.
They're getting big.
Yeah, they are getting big. Look at them.
Especially that one.
I bet the mamas and daddies are deeper.
I bet they are too. It's loaded now. It's loaded.
It is slap loaded. And I'm telling you,
Look.
You got some more?
I was kind of fearing the worst.
Oh, yeah. I do want to show them our cover crop.
Yeah.
Y'all look at our cover crop. It has exploded. We've had some unseasonably warm temps, and I think that's contributed to it a bunch.
Which is the tillage radish?
Those big ones, yeah. That's a tillage radish right there.
Can I pull one up and see what it looks like? You reckon it's got a root on it?
It's gonna have a small one.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
See?
Yay! Look at there.
And those things get huge, y'all. If y'all, and it's a great cover crop. This thing, it'll get as big as my forearm. That's no lie, and that's what makes them so great, because they're gonna dig so deep down in your subsoil and break it up for you. But these things are delicious. Me and MaryCarl was eating a stew out of them when we, last year and the year before last. They're really good. They're not near as spicy as a common radish. They're got a mild flavor to them, but they make
a little bitty one.
Yep, a little bitty one. But an excellent cover crop. And then we'll come back. We'll chop these down and let them sit on top of the ground and be green manure and decompose back into the soil, and that'll add nitrogen to our soil too.
But you can ducks will like it.
Oh, I bet the ducks will like it. We'll go give them to them.
You want to go give those radishes to your ducks?
We do. I want to see if I see any clover.
There's some.
You see some clover?
MaryCarl's
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Don't she got eyes like a darn cat? And there's our hairy vetch. That's our other cover crop right there.
It has the little yellow flowers on it.
Hey, that looks like that weed that comes up.
It is. It does grow here.
Oh, that's what that is?
Same
yeah,
thing.
you know the one that grows in the fields with the yellow flowers
Yes.
on it?
That's
that
it.
the ants are
That's
always
it.
all
Hairy
over?
vetch.
So that makes for a good cover crop?
Great cover crop. It is one of the best nitrogen fixers there are.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed at the cover crop. Now, we do think we made a slight mistake, because we're not used to having an area this big to cover crop it all. And at Little Cog, I could do it by hand, and there's Moo Man. See if Moody wants that radish.
So your mistake was, at the Little Cog, you could get in there and you could actually use your little tools to cover it up.
Yeah. I think he likes it. No, he spit it out. He don't like it. Well, yeah, Little Cog, I would just take my landscape rake and just slightly rake it. And sometimes I didn't even do that, and it always came up no problem. Thick. But here we didn't cover it, and I thought the same thing. And it did come up. Don't get me wrong, it did come up, but I still got like patches like this. And
it took it a little longer.
And it took a little longer, and I think, yeah, I think, and you can see where this is Brooke's track. So what happened was that when she ran through here with a tractor, she pressed that seed down in the soil. Oh, that one's really big, y'all. Look at that one. And these things, they'll get this big around and super long. But I think what happened was is Brooke ran over it, pressed it in the ground. So next year we're gonna get us a harrow, and after we spread our cover crop, we're gonna come back over with it and just lightly cover it.
I think that was the problem.
Yeah.
I think it just, you know, we expected it to come up no matter what the conditions were, and it didn't rain, you know, for a little bit after we.
That's right.
So it had no way to get down in that soil, and it was just our fault.
Yeah,
you know?
it was our fault.
We all make mistakes and we learn from those, just like the greenhouse over here. Nobody's perfect.
I bet this is a big one. Just got that feel to it.
Oh yeah. It almost looks like a carrot.
Yeah, it does. That's because they get so long.
It does look like a carrot.
Like a white carrot. All right, so we're gonna try it again, Moo Man. Moo Man, he likes the green part. Oh, give me that, girl.
Is he gonna eat me?
Give me that, girl. Ooh, gone.
Moody.
Moody.
Let's see if he'll jump.
Oh, Moody.
Oh, his ear tag broke off.
Oh, it did. We need to get that tool and get him off.
Hey, baby, you so sweet. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a sweet man.
You want to give the Cog Squad a kiss?
He gave me a
He
kiss.
gave you a big kiss.
Give me a big kiss.
You better watch what you say. He got you.
Hey, I asked for it, didn't I? I know, baby. Buddy, you slobbered everywhere, didn't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
I did.
Did you slobber everywhere? Oh,
Oh, Moo.
I'm thinking we ought to build a room for him in the house. Don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, look. You can't get no more loving than this.
He is something else.
Yeah, I love you too.
Look at your shirt. Ain't that something?
That is something.
Moody.
He's so sweet.
He is sweet now. Ain't no doubt about it.
When Mama comes out here, she likes to come out here and pet on him.
Really?
And I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but he loves her hair.
I have not seen that at all.
It's funny.
I have not seen that at all.
He
And
likes to lick her hair.
that is funny that she comes out here and pets on him.
Yeah, she loves Moody.
She was a little apprehensive when we got him.
But she
see.
comes over here just to, hey, that's my jacket! You gonna give that to Nugget?
Oh my gracious. So you said that the male is liking the radishes, but the little females not. Look at the beak difference in them.
Oh, she's so short.
She's got kind of like a double chin going on.
Yeah.
See it little poking out underneath?
I do see it poking out
It's
underneath.
kind of cute, isn't it?
It's really cute.
We're gonna fish for radishes today.
All right. So me and your mama cannot ever get their names right. So
The male is Mallow.
the male is Mallow
And the female is Mochi.
and Mochi. Mallow and Mochi. M&M.
Yeah.
She hasn't dove for one yet, has she?
No.
She is not dove for one yet.
She's just comfortable.
She's just too busy being pretty.
Oh, it says. Oh, look, he's going down to get it.
Aren't they cute?
They
They are cute. They just make you smile.
They do make you smile.
Tucker, you make me smile too.
Tucker, you like watching the duck swim?
She said yeah, but she didn't want to swim.
Tucker's not a swimmer.
I gave her some fishes this morning.
Did you give her them
Yeah.
fish treats?
Yeah. She would do a flip for those fish tricks.
And Pink
For
don't care anything about them.
fish treats. She will literally do a flip. I held it up like this and she just was paddling in the air wanting her fish.
Squash says she's gonna get her some of them radishes now. I hear you, Squash. Let's get some Nugget loving. Let's get that back scratched, buddy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That feels good, don't it? That feel good? Yeah. Reckon what happened if I got Moody's brush on you? Hmm? I think your hair is too long for it. I really do. I really do think it's too long. Except your little alfalfa dip-de-doo there. Alarm system's behind us. Yeah. Maybe they want their back scratched. What do you think? Huh? I've had a lot of y'all asking me about his feathers. Are they soft? And yeah, his feathers are extremely soft all through here. All this is really, really soft. I mean, it feels like hair almost. But when you get back here, listen. It's not, it's real coarse. It's almost like dry straw. That's what it's almost like. Really, really coarse. Totally different type of feather than this is. This is just super soft, and he loves this, as y'all can see. He just lays down. I want you to rub on him. Yeah, feels good, don't it, buddy? Yeah. The other day I was doing this to him. Matter of fact, it was yesterday, and he would close his eyes. He's not gonna do it today. But he was just so comfortable. He started closing his eyes. You're not gonna do that today, are you, buddy? You're not gonna do it while these people are watching you, the Cog Squad, are you? Hmm? Well, he might be. Look, his head's going down. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. I'm not going to sleep. You silly boy. Silly boy. Oh, don't that feel good? Another question y'all ask about him a lot is, are we going to get him a female? We've answered this several times, but for the new viewers, we don't plan on getting a female. The females tend to be aggressive and a little on the mean side, which you can see he's not that way at all. And, you know, we just don't want a mean emu on our property, do we, buddy? Oh, he's going to go to sleep. Nope. He's not going to do it. I got the camera on him. So, right now, just going to be old Nug unless we were to get another male, maybe. But I don't think we'll get a female. Hump! Goodness! Why are you so loud, Hump? Huh?
Be here at my shoulder, be here at my side, be here when the cold night falls and in the morning light, be here in the autumn when all the colors call. Be the burning memory of all the summers gone.